to another edition of the Singletrack Session, number 61, Studio 78, 22nd Street Trailhead, bundled up. It's chilly.
But the sun just came up.
It did, but when I got here, I was like, my hands were freezing. And I'm like, man, I wish I had gloves. And then you pull out a pair of gloves, so.
No, I was ready.
We're going to be done. It's going to be Dumb and Dumber. You're going to be like, man, I should have gave you this second pair I have on. My hands are hot. I'm over there shaking. Don't lick the microphone. Your tongue will stick. But yeah, it's, well, we're recording on Halloween.
We are.
But you're listening to the show. It's November.
November 2nd.
November. So hope you all had a great Halloween.
That's right.
Some cool pictures, I'm hoping. We saw one from, oh, man, I can't remember now. Anyway, we saw one. That's some cool stuff. That's all I'm going to leave it because I can't remember. My brain's frozen, actually, so that's not good. But, yeah, we hope you enjoyed Tuesday's show with Brogan,
Yep.
the bromance, Brad Sween, and Logan Ledford.
The sweetness.
The sweetness.
And big love.
The sweetness and big love.
Yeah.
Big spoon, little spoon.
That's right.
No, we had a great time with those guys. We met them at Roosters for brunch.
Yep.
Introduced Logan to some deep fried cheese curds.
I'm not quite sure he's totally sold on those yet.
Because he's too healthy of an eater.
Well, no, I think that there's some bacon in there. He would have been all in.
Well, yeah, because he's a bacon man.
He is a bacon connoisseur.
He should have been on the video that Turtle did.
That was funny.
You sent me that, and I was just cracking up. I'm like, Turtle, man, this guy.
If you look closely, you can see one of his kids is filming it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Yeah, you got to look in his sunglasses. You can see the reflection of who's filming it.
He's like paying his kid.
Yeah, totally.
But he had a Trail Manners hat on.
That was pretty rad to see.
Yeah, so that was cool, even though he had a Saints apron on. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, yeah, what's up with that? I didn't know he was the Saints guy.
He may not be. He might have just got that for free.
Yeah, good point.
Won it at a race or something. But yeah, Brad and Logan, couple just great guys.
Yeah.
And we could talk to them forever. They did so well at the Bear this year. Sickening well, when their timing and, Logan's training program.
Lack thereof.
But being young again, sometimes that works,
young,
right? Young, fit.
Single.
Yeah.
Now that our buddy Grant, I'm no longer single, Nicholas
That's
is
right.
off the market, Logan gets to fill that spot.
That's right.
So, ladies, we need to have a contest.
Oh, no.
For our buddy Logan, also known as Big Love.
Such a good guy.
Yes.
Always.
Get that fella off the market.
Yeah. Because we lost Grant.
Mm-hmm.
He canceled his Tinder account.
That's right.
And Grant, I'm going to bring this up early, and it's my apologies. I overlooked it. So I'm in more than one fantasy football league.
Right.
I've been running one for about 12 years. It's the money league.
It is.
Right? And so last week I mentioned I moved up to 4th, but that was in my other league.
Oh.
So in the Trail Manners league, I am in 8th place.
So you're still last.
But yeah, it's poor management skills. I keep putting the wrong guys in every week. I had a guy that scored 80 points this week, and he was on my bench. How's that sound? Yeah.
That's probably not good.
So I'm going to take a what do you call it? Take some advice from the show Moneyball. If you don't want a guy to play, you trade him. You get rid of him. So I've been playing Cam Newton because I really think the guy, and I don't like him, but I keep playing him ahead of my other quarterback, so I'm going to get rid of Cam Newton altogether.
Right.
I'm just going to drop him. So I have no choice but to stick with my other guy.
Well, if you have that Garoppolo dude, right?
Yeah, I don't have him.
If you can get him, he might actually start producing.
But you know who I have that I've had on my bench? I hate to even say this. I have Deshaun Watson.
Oh.
He's been just
he's
killing.
pretty good, right?
Yeah. Oh, he's killing it right now. And I had him on my bench because I'm like, he's a rookie. He's going up against Seattle.
Yeah.
And Seattle sucks this year, their defense, and he just went off. So I'm like, my mistake. So my mistake, to everybody listen, I am in 8th place. I lost to David Tarkelson this week, which I would have won. I had two guys, him and his receiver, on the bench that scored between them two over 100 points. My total score was 120 with 11 people, right? So anyway, my mistake. Thanks for calling me out on that, Grant. I knew you would. You're a good listener. You pay attention. Let's see what else we got going. Javelina was this past weekend.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, neither one of us were there.
Nope. It looked like it was fun.
It did. I mean,
this
Hoka.
one, it's been fun in the past, but now it looks like it's taken to the next level.
Yeah,
right?
I think so. I think it is. I mean, more people are getting involved. It's getting bigger. It's getting more. We talk about it all the time. Obviously with Jamil being involved with it.
Right.
With his following and his stuff. So it's, Hoka had their aid station. They had Sage and Hayden and Katra and a whole bunch of runners down
Walmsley.
there. Yeah, the Walmsley guy. Had all those guys down there running gals running an aid station, so that just adds to it.
It does.
You know, the mystique of it. But, man, it looked like the weather was good. It was hot for those that enjoy that. And it was fast because
Really
it's a quick race. And we'll start with the women. Let's do top three.
All right.
On the women's side, Larissa Danis, 16:32.
Oh, my gosh.
Second place, Dana Anderson, 17:15.
Yeah.
I think she's from Utah.
Okay.
Third place is Stacy Buckley, 19:32. So some fast 100-mile times for the top three women for sure.
Sure is.
Men's side
Yeah.
is kind of turned some heads.
Yeah.
Course record fell because this guy's like, I'm going to run my first 100.
Yeah.
And I'm going to come from Georgia,
Mm-hmm.
I think, and come and crush it. So Patrick Reagan, first place, first 100, 13:01.
When I saw that time, I was like, dang, that is a fast 100K. And then I saw the 100-mile. I was like, oh, dang, man, that is amazing.
Because the course record was 13:30
Right.
by Zach Bittner. So
Yeah.
he's a fast guy.
He's fast.
So over 100 miles, the average pace 7:48 for the whole 100 miles.
That's amazing.
That's insane. And
Yeah.
he looked good when he finished.
Oh, pretty
you know?
fresh.
Yeah. So congratulations. And second place on that one was Zach Bittner in 13:52.
Yep.
And then third place from Australia, Brendan Davies, 14:04.
Third place, Simon Hodgson.
Yeah,
right?
right.
Our buddy Simon.
He better not because he didn't stop by here.
That would be very disappointing.
But yeah, top three men under pretty much 14 under. That's just even third place. You run a 14-hour 100-miler and take third. That's
Speaks to the caliber of training that's coming out of these guys. We talked about this last week, didn't we?
yeah, a little bit.
Just-
or week before or sometime.
Just how it keeps ramping up every year. Faster and faster guys get into the sport.
Yeah, especially these flatter hundreds. You
Yeah.
know, like this one and what's the one down in Texas? There's that real fast
Bandera?
one. Bandera.
Mhm.
So yeah, there's some fast dudes coming out and gals. Holy cow, Larissa 16:32 for the women's one.
Right.
There wasn't the course record. I think it was fourth or fifth all time.
Wow.
You know, but still, that's blazing fast. So congratulations to everybody down there. Wish we'd have come. We saw Turtle was down there pimping some product.
Incrediwear.
Incrediwear.
Yeah.
His sleeves. He should probably come up to the Ogden Trail Festival and put a booth up.
That'd be kind of cool.
We got a lot of people that could use some stuff like that
We
around
don't
here.
have like an official sock sponsor yet.
No, we don't. Or sunglass. I had some ideas yesterday about Gooder being up here.
That'd be fun.
Right? Because they seem to be crushing it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of. There's some other races, got a lot of stuff going on in Europe, some other stuff going on across the country.
Right.
But as you've seen, we kind of focus on the bigger ones that get a little more local press, even for us.
Right.
We also had a friend of ours who's been on the show, a friend of mine for a while, Ashley Nordell. She was out in Arkansas. She did the Ozark Highlands Trail. She set the FKT there.
Yeah.
165 miles, 58:46 on some just gnarly trails.
Yeah.
She had some pictures, and my favorite part, though, is her husband, Josh, was posting. He was in Oregon with their kids,
Right.
but he was getting, her crew was sending him stuff, so he would put, here's where Ashley is, she's doing great, and he'd have Arkansas or something and what he's doing. Then he'd have Oregon, what he was doing. Took the kids to the store, little one got sick, and he'd post a picture of her throwing up in a bucket in the back
Nice.
seat. But
Love it.
every post he did is like what Ashley's doing and then what he was doing.
Right.
It was a riot, man. And Josh is a good guy. That whole family is. But it was just every time I'd look, I was like happy for her, but I'm more excited what Josh was going to put because it was hilarious. So congratulations, Ashley. I know she loves it out there. She always goes back and does the 3 days of Slamo, I think is the name, or something similar to that, and crushes it there. So congratulations that. And now we want to talk about just races are opening up now. Lotteries are starting to open up. More and more races are getting ready to open.
Right.
This show launches November 2nd.
Uh-huh.
A lot of races open in November 1st.
Right.
Probably the first one that Hard Rock Lottery's open.
It is.
Yeah, so that one's open right now.
Sorry, I'm checking out this dude. He just got a love letter on his windshield.
Are you sure it's a love letter or something else?
I don't know.
He's smiling.
He's smiling.
He's
Yeah.
Notice he's smiling, but you can see his hair's done. He's got some gelled stuff in his hair, so he was on the trail just doing a little scouting.
He met some fancy lady up there.
He's happy.
And
Good
she
for
left
him.
him a note. I watched her write the note and leave
Oh, you
it.
did?
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. We just saw a trailhead match.
Yeah, congratulations, Mr. Cyan driver.
Yeah, and it's got his plate's not from around here. I can't see that. I got my glasses on, but
it looks like a Canadian plate.
It kind of does.
Right?
Yeah, it absolutely
fancy
does.
pants plate.
That's so awesome.
It is. We don't see that very often.
It's like trailhead tinder.
Well, yeah, we see the aftermath of the trailhead tinder when we're cleaning up over here.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so back to the lotteries.
Yeah.
They're opening
Hard
up.
Rock just opened up. It's only open for like a week or so.
Yeah.
For those getting in, good luck.
Yeah.
If you want to get in the...
Good luck, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, and if you want to get in, let us know, and you can come sit in my passenger seat in the bus. And
Yeah, we have good luck.
Chances will increase,
Yeah.
promise you. Good luck to everybody entering that. I know that's a race that a lot of people want to and don't want to get into at the exact same time.
Yeah, right.
But looking forward to seeing, hopefully, some people we know get in. It's always fun to see the excitement and the scatter pants I get out of that, too. What else we got? What we want to bring up, too, is Beaverhead, right? So that's open as of this show.
Yes.
Open November 1st.
Right.
This thing's going to sell quick.
I think it will.
It's a lot of traction last couple of years. People have just really fallen in love with it in a way.
For good reasons.
And me and Joel went up there last year and got our butts handed to us.
Right.
And that's no exaggeration. But, man, what a phenomenal race. Just everything about it, right?
From start to finish.
I mean, they update you via Facebook,
right.
like all the time.
Yep.
Post photos all the time, let you know course conditions all the time. They show you marking the course. They show It's ridiculous. The great communication, not just an email every couple of weeks, which is still fine. But they do a great job of, kind of keeping you in the loop. 2 race distances. Yeah. 100K, 55K.
Right.
It's on July 14th. We should mention that. It's a week later this year.
Right. You get an extra week of training.
Yeah, absolutely. Race headquarters, Salmon, Idaho. Cool little town.
It is a cool little town.
And if you go, stop by the Amish store just right out of town. Killer store. Amazing sandwiches.
About 10 miles south of town.
Yeah, something 7 to 10 miles, 9 miles maybe. We went there last year during a monsoon and had the best sandwiches. Oh, my gosh.
Right.
They don't hold back on, and it's cheap. It's like $5 for this rockin' sandwich. Both races are point-to-point, and they predominantly take place on the Continental Divide Trail between Idaho, Montana.
Which is so pretty.
Rad, right? I mean, so much history there. There's a variety of terrain. You got log pole pine groves, wildflowers,
ridge running.
You get some scree.
Get a little, just a touch of scree, I've heard.
We didn't get there last year. But everybody we talked to, they'd let you know there's some scree.
It was, just like 20 or 30 feet of it. No big deal.
And you're always at high elevation.
Yeah. You never get to hide from the sun, right?
And it's just gorgeous everywhere you look. I mean, what we talked about last year is that first part where you're seeing the moss on the trees and the rocks.
That was crazy.
And the colors. That was like you were in the Northwest.
I licked some toad, man. I was over there tripping.
You don't lick a toad at the start.
Yeah.
And the 55K covers the final 55K of the 100K course.
Right.
So different start times. But it's a high, remote, rugged.
And they bust you into the start.
Yeah,
so you don't have to worry about finding a ride to the start. But the finish is really cool.
Finish is rad.
The finish is on their private property. They have a big tent set up. They got some food just grilling.
Huge
you
grassy
can grub
area.
down when you finish.
Yeah, this is a race. I'm going back.
Right.
I made the decision.
Did you?
Right, I did. I talked about it last year. I mean, I didn't have a great experience there. I talked about doing the 55K just because I saw the first bit.
You did.
But I think I'm going to do the 100K.
You're going to commit?
I think so.
Just finish what you started. Huh?
Yeah, I mean,
that's a good
because
idea.
the first part of the course is nice. It's not like
it is.
I don't want to see it.
Runnable, too.
It's runnable. It's pretty.
You can run every step of that first part of the course, that first, 28, 30 miles?
Yep, you really can. There's a couple small hills. Technically, you could run those.
Yeah.
But it's pretty. So I'm like, you know what? If I'm going to go, I might as well do it. So I think I'm going to be back. It's the birthplace of Sacagawea, man, those Beaverhead Mountains.
Yeah.
There's so much history there.
There's a lot of history. And it's really remote, too. I like that. Some
of the stuff that we've talked about, it's the home of the Lemmy Shoshone Indians.
Mm-hmm.
Lewis and Clark expedition. Gold mining came from those locations in the Rockies. It looks like it did 200 years ago. It's really untouched.
It is.
Right?
You would think that, it's going to be some big fancy resort town. No, this is old school. There's not a lot going on. It's a sleepy town.
And I wish I could remember the place because we left. The morning we left, we stopped at this hole-in-the-wall breakfast place on Main Street.
Yep.
And I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just one of those, like, if you walk by the door, you're going to miss it.
Right.
They maybe had, I don't know, 10, 15 tables tops. They had this, like, breakfast pot pie they make from scratch. And I don't know the name of it, but it's like light, fluffy crust. It's from scratch. They make them, and they run out of them because they can make so many a day.
Right.
That's what I had.
Okay.
Oh, my gosh. So good.
Yeah.
So there's so many memories. The hotel that a lot of it's staged at, the Stagecoach, is right on a river.
Yeah, that was a surprise.
That's awesome.
Right.
You can do river rafting trips if you get there early.
And that's the good thing about Tarkelson is he really takes care of the runner. Like, if you want to show up a day early and you want to go on a river rafting trip, he'll help you set that up.
Yeah, they have one. You can on Ultra Sign Up. You can register for it, and it's a dinner rafting trip. It's like $50.
Right.
Yeah, it's really, and they even have their pre-race meal, which we were pleasantly surprised. It's like Dutch oven meal.
I was really surprised at how good that was.
Well, I remember we were.
I mean, no knocking them. Just in the past, pre-race meals have always been suspect.
Well, and they're in those big aluminum trays, and they pull the top off, and you're like, I'm going to head out.
This one, I had to rein myself in because I could have easily gone overboard.
Well, we talked about it before because we were like, we're going to eat here. Like, no, let's just go in town. We don't want to. And then we went and looked. Like, we'll eat here.
Yeah, exactly. We're like getting our families, come here.
They even had beer.
I know. I was surprised. It's like, dang.
Silver bullets or Coors or something.
Right? Wash it down.
The Beaverhead Endurance Runs.
Right.
That's what it is, beaverheadenduranceruns.com. Check it out. Yeah. It's going to fill quick.
It'll fill fast.
I know, like Jim Skaggs is going back up. He had to finish last year.
Yep.
He's going to go back up. Some of the other people we know, I think last year Josh Hinojosa won the contest we had.
He did. He came out from Arkansas.
And he went up there. He loved it.
He
had a rough day, and he's going to head back up there, I think, again. So
exactly.
I mean, it brings people back 'cause it's a cool town.
Yep.
Small town feel. You're never. I mean, they do Patagonia race shirts.
Right.
100K runners this year get a hoodie if you finish.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's like if you finish, you get a commemorative hoodie on top of everything else. So
right on.
No expense spared with these guys.
No, the aid stations are well stocked.
So
right?
good.
They take care of you. They have sunscreen, which you need because you're always above.
Bug spray.
And bug spray. That's the one thing that Tarkelson needs to fix.
I got ripped up. It's funny.
Oh my gosh.
We started out as like mosquitoes, and then we went through like bees.
Yeah.
And then we went through something.
Then you finished with horseflies.
So we were like, man, they got a little bit of everything.
You get tasted by a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you do. But yeah, it's a great race.
It is. It's a rad race.
So yeah, I mean, make sure you check it out. Man, if you're looking for it's not an entry level 100K.
No.
I mean, you can do it, but I mean, we have times are like 17 hours for 100K. That back half.
You're at elevation the whole time.
That back half.
And there's a good amount of climbing, and you finish with this really long very technical downhill. So just be aware of that. If you commit to this, it is a mountainous 100.
Yeah.
You could get caught in a thunderstorm. Just be prepared. But I think it's a good way also to step out, right?
Yeah.
So say that you've been doing some other mountain 100Ks, and you want to step up, this is a great way to step up.
Yeah, it's a great race, and they have the 55K, right?
They do.
So, and that's the 55K, super scenic.
Yeah,
I mean, I've just seen it from photos, talking to people. I mean, the section we did, the first part of the 100K course, is awesome.
It was.
Nothing to take away, but that 55K with the scree, getting on top of peaks, seeing the lakes.
On the ridge lines.
And the other cool thing they did
mines.
that I watched is they did a video last year.
Yeah.
It's a longer video. It's not like this little snippet of here's 5 minutes of the course.
No.
They really get into the history of the course, the Tarkelson family that puts it on, kind of their stuff.
Right.
So check out their video as well. But we got some more stuff about this race, right? Just like last year. We're giving away an entry.
We have an entry to give away.
We have an entry to give away, just like last year.
Right.
And here's the deal. We're going to have a contest. It's going to run a week, but we're not going to find out for 2 weeks. So we're going to announce the winner on November 16th on Singletrack Session.
All right. So when does it start?
So the contest starts now.
November 2nd.
November 2nd.
And runs until November 9th.
Yep. Cut off November 9th. We're giving you 7 full days.
November 9th at...
Say midnight.
Midnight.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're giving you a full 7 days.
Midnight our time, Mountain Time.
Yeah, Mountain Standard Time.
Right.
To put in for the contest. Free race entry. It's either or, whatever race you want.
Exactly.
Plus you're getting shuttles, no charge. And you're getting post-race meal, no charge.
Dang.
And a hat, no charge.
Right on.
So it's like the legit combo, right? So pretty simple contest.
Yeah.
You know, we're a small business, so are they. It's the social media rules, just like our Facebook pages. You hopefully already like ours.
Like the Trail Manners Facebook page.
Yep, and like the Beaverhead Endurance Runs Facebook page.
So there's A and B that you have to accomplish.
So listen to those. And the next one, pay close attention to. This is where we lose some people.
Right.
Post your response that we're going to tell you to do on the Trail Manners website under Singletrack Session number 61.
Right.
Okay, so on www.trailmanners.com.
You don't have to do the www.
I'm helping people out.
You don't have to.
But
Just trailmanners.com.
Go there, okay? And on Singletrack Session 61, you put in there why. Number one, you want to run this race and why you should win. Why do you want to run the Beaverhead? And why do you think we should give it to you over everybody
we enjoy
else?
Stories.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? Your chances increase with good stories.
They do, totally.
But I mean, and here's one of the other cool thing. So what if you've already registered? You hear this and you're like, crap, I just registered. Well, guess what? You win the contest, they're going to refund your money.
How cool is that?
How ridiculous is that?
I know.
And you're going to get either race of your choice.
Yep.
Shuttle to and from, which you have to pay for if you don't, but these are free. You get post-race meal.
Yep.
And also a Beaverhead hat.
Right on.
And these aren't things you just get.
No.
Right? So you get the whole shebang.
Yeah.
And we're giving it away thanks to Beaverhead Endurance Runs.
They're good guys.
So here we go. Between now, December 9th.
December 2nd, December 9th.
Nope, sorry. November. See, we messed it up. That would have been crazy. November 9th, Mountain Standard Time at midnight on the Trail Manners website.
Yep.
Trailmanners.com.
On that blog post.
Singletrack Session 61.
Right.
Why you want to run the race and why we should give it to you.
Yeah. If you post on Facebook why, you're disqualified and you're sent to timeout.
Joel's going to send you to timeout. We're going to block you. No,
I'm not going to block you. Timeout.
So, yeah, I mean, it's a great race. I know a lot of people out there want to run it. This gives you more incentive to do it, but it will fill up, so don't wait. I mean, put in for contest. If you don't win the contest, just sign up. Or you can even sign up now, and you can get a refund if you win, right?
Oh.
That way you're cleared. Like, sign up now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's cap, and I wish I knew off the top of my head. I'll bring that back, but there's cap on each race.
There is.
And I can't remember what those are, but they're not huge caps either. You know, it's a pretty small event.
Well, just because they have to buzz people out.
Yeah, 50K is bigger.
Yeah.
Don't hesitate.
No, don't sit on this one.
July 14th, Salmon, Idaho, Continental Divide, Beaverhead Run, and you're going to hear more and more about this. I think UTMB points this year as well. So, I mean, there's just so much about this race you don't want to miss out on. Great time of year. Cool town. Like, I'm going to go up a day early. Like, last year I went up on Friday. We're going to go up Thursday and spend all day Friday there. We might do the river raft thing.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think we're spend some time because the town's pretty cool. A lot of stuff was closed on Sunday. I think they had a little arcade or something in town.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son went there.
Yeah, so
cool.
It's a pretty cool event. So check it out, and don't forget to enter the contest. So 2 races, 55K, 100K.
Right.
What else we got going on? Our race.
Which one?
The Nordic Valley 7K is open.
It is. That'll be fun.
December 16th, 8 a.m.
Right.
Register for that one. Again, this is our first year doing it.
Yeah, it's going to be low-key.
It's going to be low-key. It's going to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
We really like to see people out there. You know, I mean, we put races on in the past, and people kept saying, oh, these are awesome, and then we quit doing them. Like, why'd you quit doing them? Like, well, because the 7 people that showed couldn't really make it worth it. So we need people to sign up for these races and show up to them. It'll be a fun time. We have people
unique,
already signed up. It is unique. It's a little different.
It is.
It's at Nordic Valley in Eden, Utah, December 16th, 8 a.m.
Right.
Just one of our races that we're putting on. It's going to be a fun time. Cool hill. You can ski afterwards, hopefully, if there's snow.
Yeah.
Which we're planning, obviously. But you never know. Family-friendly resort. Just a fun morning. You can still run the race, and you have a day ahead of you, right?
You do.
You come up, get a fun race in, get a cool finisher's award.
Right.
Go home and
you go out
shovel
and
the
run
driveway.
hard for an hour, and you're done.
Yep. Shovel
You're
the driveway.
Back Christmas shopping.
So don't forget about that. Nordic Valley 7K. And then we got the Ogden Trail Running Festival.
Yep.
It has been going really well.
I know.
We just, our sponsors are filling up sponsor spots.
The top end ones are almost full.
Yeah, so we've got our title sponsor. We can announce that.
Yep.
Back
For another year.
For another year, we have Solomon. Solomon and the Amer Sport Factory Outlet are the title sponsors again this year for the Ogden Trail Running Festival, which they also get title sponsor for other races we're putting on.
I know.
So it's a big shebang.
Yep.
And anything that Solomon gets into, we're going to make sure it's first class anyway.
For sure.
But they're backing us. They're behind us. They're excited. We've been talking with them for a while. We just finished up some email chains, and we're ready to roll. So that's our title sponsor, Solomon, and the Amer Sport Factory Outlet right down here in Ogden. Awesome facility, awesome outlet store with some cool gear.
I know. If you're going to go in the outlet store, try to find Connor.
Yeah, check out Tilt Connor. Hey.
Yeah, go over there, stroke that beard.
Yeah,
it's
good luck.
It is good luck, right?
Yeah, we want to thank those guys, for supporting us, believing in what we're doing.
Right.
Connor, Mike Ambrose, and his team, Steph Gardner.
Yep.
We just want to say thank you to you guys for stepping up to be the title sponsor again. And we also have some big announcements on the Ultimate, which is the next level Ultimate sponsors.
Right.
Man, they're coming in hot and heavy right now.
Like I said, we're almost full.
And it's great. What excites me about it, makes me proud, is the people that have done it in the past. Right. So they did it last year and thought that was cool. We're coming back.
They thought it was worthwhile.
So
right? That shows that you, the listeners, and those people in our area that are supporting our events are making an impact with those sponsors, and we want to thank you for that.
Yeah, absolutely, because that excites me when they come back, because that tells us, hey, we must have did something right. They must have got something out of it, and they enjoyed it, and they've got some reason to come back. So Gear 30 here.
Yep.
Mountain running shop. People don't understand they do have running gear, mountain trail running gear. They've got shoes. They've got hydration. They've got socks. And the cool
nutrition stuff.
And the cool thing about that shop is, let's face it, us trail runners, we do more than just run on the trails.
Yeah, man. I went there and bought some clothes the other day.
Yeah. Oh, man, they got some sweet flannels. But, yeah, they've got everything. They got paddle boards. They have rentals. They've got jet boils if you want to make coffee before your race in the morning.
Yeah, they got Nordic stuff, too. So this coming winter season, if you need to get some skate ski gear, go down there and get it.
They got tents, sleeping bags before races. So Gear 30's back here in Ogden. One of my favorite products and companies of all time, Squirrel's Nut Butter.
That's right.
Chris Thornley, he was excited to come back.
So I have a good idea for Squirrel's Nut Butter.
I'm excited.
Right?
Yeah.
So at whatever event that they sponsor, especially if it's an ultra event, right? So if they have like an aid station that they're responsible for, they need to have a lubologist at that aid station with some gloves, right? And they need to have a little section that's kind of like quarantined off, right? So you can't see because you might have to expose your naughty bits, right? And let's say you get into aid station, you're like chafing like a beast, right?
Yeah.
That lubologist can help you. Right?
Wow, I don't know. That's pretty. You have to sign a waiver.
Of course. You already signed the waiver for the race.
Or you do a contest and you just have one stick of Squirrel's Nut Butter for everybody that comes through. And if you're brave enough to use it, you get in a drawing.
See, we're trying to up the customer service of that event.
Are you volunteering?
No, this is my idea.
I thought you wanted to do it.
No, hell no.
You want to be the intern.
No,
the lube intern.
The lube intern. So, Chris, if you're listening.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lubologist.
But yeah, it's just they were down at Javelina. Man, just love their love what they got going on. And he's
it's a mom and pop operation.
Literally. It's him and his wife, and it's just awesome. And they're back on board. And they're from Flagstaff. They came up last year. So we're really excited to have them back on board. Yeah. The Ogden Trails Network, which excites me because the race we have is the Gib Wallace Memorial Trail Race. He was a part of the OTN, the Ogden Trail Network. He's one of the originals of that
One of the
group.
OGs in the area.
And, what the Ogden Trails Network does for us here on the trail system, they're back to be a sponsor.
Right.
We also have the clinic, Physical Therapy and Human Performance.
Yeah.
They're back. Super cool.
I'd like to try to get them more involved with some more clinics during the day.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Because I saw a couple of people jump over into his foam rolling clinic last year. And I think those people got more than what they were expecting out of it.
That's awesome. I mean, it's another tool.
It is.
He runs. Him and his wife. Him and his wife both run. Right. Alex and Brittany. So, yeah, we love those guys. They're back again.
Right.
We also have another sponsor that's getting ready to jump on board. And we have some other spots available, right?
We do. We're still looking for a nutrition sponsor. We have some ideas, but if you got a product out there, and it has to be a product that we believe in, right? That's always key.
Plus.
Hit us up.
Yeah, because we'd love to have you. We also have different, you're a vendor, $50, get you a tent for the day. There's a lot of people going to be going through there. But the one thing we really want to get, we have a kids' K this year. A legit kids' case, shirts, finishers awards, swag bags, bibs, everything. So we're looking for a sponsor for that event. Basically, that event will be named after whoever sponsors us.
Exactly.
And all the proceeds for the sponsorship go directly to the kids running this race.
Yeah.
And we're going to roll out the red carpet for these tykes.
Yeah, because that'll be fun.
Under 12, had a great time last year. I went back and looked at the video that I shot a little bit and just made me smile just to see it, just to see the involvement. Because, a lot of runners drag their families to races.
Right.
Sometimes kids aren't involved. They're just kind of like off to the side doing their own thing.
We want them involved.
We want them involved. We want them to have those good memories, good experiences at stuff like this.
Because that's the next generation of trail runners right there.
Yep. And keeps kids outside, man.
It
just kind of gets them excited. So we're looking for a sponsor for the Kids K. All the information you can find on our website, trailmanners.com, for the couple sponsorship slots we have. We have another level. If you want to be a vendor at the event, let us know as well.
And we think that we're going to get at least 1,000 people to the event.
All day.
Yeah, all day.
So it's a fun time. We'd love to see you out there. If you're a race director and you want to promote your race, set up a booth.
We've already had a couple people approach us.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, can we do that? We're like, heck yeah, you can do that.
Absolutely, man. It's a great way. I mean, let people know where you're at. You can talk about your race, not just photos online or bullet points. It's like getting right in front of them and talking, because that's exciting when you're hearing the passion coming from a race director on why you should run their race. So that's always a good thing. I think that's it for the Ogden Trail Running Festival. We'll have more information as that kind of unfolds a little bit more, plus some other things we have.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's got one antler.
Oh, my gosh, that's a big deer. Holy cow, he's not a little dude. He just came up the road. What a stud. He's like, check me out, boys. So there goes a buck with one side. He's missing one.
He's missing one side of his rack.
He's a gender-neutral deer coming through.
How many points is that?
I don't know, man. I don't know how you'd classify him.
3 point?
I don't know.
Is that how? If it's just one side, is it 3? Or you got to count boys?
It depends on where you're from.
We need 100 to clarify this.
Okay, so I've done both. I think it's a lot of times where you're from, too. Like certain parts of the country, it's 3 point. And that means 3 on one side. I've heard people say 6 points. It's 3 on both sides.
Okay.
Or a 3x2, stuff like that. So I think it's kind of where you're from and how. If you shop at Cabela's for your hunting stuff,
or
if you shop at Walmart or Scheels, you know what I mean? So it depends on the level of hunter you are, too.
All right.
All right, so let's. I think that's kind of it for the trail festival and everything we got going there. But let's jump into a couple more races we got coming up. The Capstone, Bromancing the Stone.
That's right.
Coming up in December. Don't forget to register for that. I know last time we talked to Turtle, his cap's 100.
Right.
He's filling that up. I mean, because it's spread over 4 races, so you can see where that would fill up pretty quick.
For sure.
So come down, say hi. I know that Hayden Hawks posted. He's running again.
Is he running, or is he going to be there helping? Because he's running the week before out North Face.
But it's Hayden.
I know.
I think he's running it because I saw a post maybe this
5K.
morning. He might, whatever it is. If I can toe the line with him, and someone shoots some video, I'll pull a hammy.
You gonna pull a turtle?
I'll pull a turtle and pull a hammy. If I can I'll take that photo. That's my screensaver.
There you go.
Right? I'll make a T-shirt out of it.
Right next to him.
Oh yeah, I'll put a T-shirt. I'll put it on a T-shirt.
Dude, okay.
And he's got some socks coming out from Drymax.
I saw that.
He's the next one.
You know what those look? I'm not knocking anybody. It looks like it's just a shorter version of the Walmsley.
Color-wise, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, his are I think going to be thinner because he's
really.
Yeah. I think they talked about that. It's like I can't remember the name of it. I should know that, but it's like something climate-based, or because he runs in sand and desert and everything else.
It does. I thought Walmsley did too.
Yeah, but I think you want to break away. But they're cool. They're not
cool.
a full top sock. Oh, yeah, I will too. I love Drymax.
Yeah.
Drymax, where you at? Come on.
I got some on today. Look at these orange guys.
No, I got a pair of the exact ones. I like those. I got some old school Smith socks from like 10, 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
And they still work.
Yeah.
No holes. Now we got, coming up, brought to you by the Sign Garage, our local printers, friends, Nate and Elizabeth. It's the Woody Footy time.
The Woody Footy Award.
And I'm a little... I was going to have some music today, but I came across a snippet that talks about copyrights.
Okay.
And so it scares me. Because it says some things you read, it's, under 20 seconds you're good, and I've heard, no, that's not true. But there's websites you can buy music from, but you got to be a member, and you can buy legit music. So we're not going to have music this week, but if in the back of your head, if you know who I am, start humming Keith Sweat.
You know what would be really cool if somebody was like beatboxing for us?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be rad.
As long as I didn't have to like kind of match the beat with the
No, I mean like that's the introduction, right?
Of the thing. That'd be good because we need some music for it, like Joel mentioned. But it's a Woody Footy time. This is totally made possible by the Sign Garage here in Ogden on 25th Street. Go there for your printing needs, hats, shirts, beanie time of year. They do coffee mugs, ceramic coffee mugs, a little bit of everything. Great group. They'll take care of you. They're just blossoming right now. They've got so much going on. It's awesome. And they've always been a supporter of what we do, but because of them, you guys get limited edition hats, the winners. We've seen some great photos. Cameron Kershaw for Halloween dressed up.
Dude, that was
awesome. And he put his hat on and matched his wig, and it looked good.
He did.
Logan got his hat that we saw the other day.
Yep.
So this week, another roll. Okay, 2 things. Awesome photos.
Yes.
Different parts of the globe.
Loving it.
And some first-timers.
The trifecta of awesome.
It is. I love first-timers getting involved because we have people that always post, which we love because we know what we're getting, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's going to be
the quality
awesome.
of work is there.
Yeah, and then we got first-timers that were like, awesome. They're jumped
bringing
in.
the A-game.
Oh, they are. And we've covered those before. I don't have all of them in front of me.
No, let's not go through all of them.
But a couple that there was one that I think first-time post from Utah. They're in California, and they're coming back to Utah.
Oh, yeah.
She had a cat in her backpack,
cat.
and the cat looked like chilling.
If it was my turn to pick the winner this week, that would have won.
That would have.
Yeah.
It was a top 3 for me.
Right.
It was awesome to see, and it was like, that's nice to see a cat in the wilderness. It's not going to eat you.
Yeah, exactly.
Or rip you apart.
You don't see that very often.
And maybe it's her protector.
The trail cat.
It was in her backpack, just poking over her shoulder, like, let's do this selfie so we can get moseying. Yeah. And he was like, he was stressed. He was like, this is awesome.
This is my everyday thing.
That's so cool. Because we have seen, like, Erin Hill. It's not her pet turtle, but she had a turtle.
It pretty much is now.
Yeah, it is now. We got to name it, actually. It's probably around here somewhere, getting ready for winter. Yeah. It's moving slower right now. But this week's winner, I'm told this picture, oh my gosh, was so cool. Could be a postcard, could be a print,
right?
Whatever you want to say. And it was actually going to Erin Hill.
Yeah. It
was Maybird Gulch with Pfefferhorn in the background.
Now, see, I thought she'd won in the past.
You did?
I did, yeah. But she brought it this week.
That was money. It was everything. Mountains, water, a little bit of snow, some trees, some rocks.
Yep.
It was just, and there were some great pictures this week.
Now,
Brady Vandergriff from Idaho.
I was going to say, before you guys get on our case, because we've had 2 weeks in a row of locals winning.
Yeah.
There was that lady from Florida.
Oh, that was awesome.
I think that was her first time posting.
Yeah, that was awesome with the trees.
Yeah,
and
that looked cool.
That was there's some great ones. I mean, we got some Australia, Simon, and some of his crew probably down there.
Simon was on the beach.
Yeah.
Wearing his thong, with his tan on.
Playing Baywatch.
Yeah, playing Baywatch, even better.
But no, there's some great shots. I mean, always are. There's a lot of people that have done shots for us before, but this week's winner is going to Erin Hill. Maybird. Erin, get me your information. I'll send you out the hat for the week. But yeah, thank you again for everybody. It's obviously one of my favorite times just to see the places you go, and that's why I hope the Wednesdays take off. Take us with you Wednesdays with some videos. You have time to do that. Get the little video. If you can post hiking with your cat and video that, here maybe the cat makes a noise.
Man, even better.
Come on. How cool is that?
We had some good entries last week, but I think it's just we're going to have to keep nurturing this.
Yeah, it's new. It's new because you're supposed to say your name, where you're at.
Right.
And it could be pretty quick, but it's just a small little video. Use your iPhone 8 or your iPhone X that's coming out. Well, you can use those. I know some people already have that business. If you got a flip phone, some of those have videos on there, but it makes it easy. So thanks for those. What else we got? Well, we've got the Strava week again.
Okay, who won
You're
this
never
week?
going to guess the distance.
103.
114, Andy Noyes.
No way.
And the runtime, Andy Noyes, 34:18. Climbing, local.
Oh.
Jeremy Haddock.
Right on. Oh, he had a good picture.
20,000.
Of the Woody Footy.
383. He had a couple good pictures. Yeah, 20,000. I don't know. But he's had that picture with Brad on the peak, kind of the shadow.
I know.
And then the other one, so, 20,000 for Jeremy. He's training for Rufa.
Yeah, he is.
Something, man.
Oh, my gosh. Speaking of Rufa, so I was talking to the inventor of trail running a couple weeks ago.
It's Gabe Joyce.
Gabe Joyce, right? And he was asking me about my schedule next year. And I'm kind of like being coy about it. Not being like totally committal. And he goes, well, what about Rufa? And I was like, hey, that sounds pretty cool. He goes, you want to do the 24 hours? I was like, no, absolutely not. I almost hung up on him. And he goes, well, I'm thinking about doing it. And then he sent me all like this string of like emojis.
Oh, nice.
And, like Okay, yeah, you sold me on that with these emojis. I'm like, no. Click.
That's hilarious.
Way.
Well, I had a telephone call with Jared Campbell yesterday.
Yeah.
He just called me while I was shopping for some coffee, and we started talking, and we'll try to get him on before Roofer to help, because that opens, when does that open? Like January 1st, December 1st, November 1st?
You think it would open pretty soon, because that race is only 3 months out?
Yeah, it's February.
4 months out?
Yeah, we'll get more information on that, but it's either open in November 1st or soon, right? So just be ready for that one. But that's a good one for a great cause.
Yeah.
Jared's an awesome guy, too. So
it's a great way to test your climbing legs early in the year.
Or lack thereof.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're trying to not climb. If you're trying to prep for like
hard rock.
Yeah, in February.
Yeah.
But, it may not be the best trainer for like a buffalo run.
Probably not. You're probably going to be so sore you can't run until a buffalo run.
Yeah, it's some serious business there.
Yeah, it is.
But I know they always look for volunteers.
Heck yeah, that'd be fun.
That'd be a lot of fun up there. We had some friends do that last year. But yeah, I think that's kind of wrapping up the week. We do have a couple beanies left. They're going to be in here pretty quick. Yeah. They're a week or two out, if that.
I think so, yeah.
Those are going to be heading out to all the people that pre-ordered those.
Yep.
50 of those total, so they won't last long. Plus, it obviously helps us to bring out some more cool stuff. Might be some, I could buy some gloves for myself or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the Antelope Island races are next week. Forgot about that.
Yeah, I thought they were this week.
Yeah, Joel needs a calendar. But yeah, they're next week, not this Saturday, but the following, like the 11th, I think it is.
Yeah, we'll see everybody out in the island. That'll be fun.
Out on the island for 50K and the marathon. Half marathon that Jim puts on. Come bring Jim some love. He just went through his Achilles surgery, still hobbling around.
He's got broken
wheel. Bring him some love.
Yeah.
Wish him well, because we like to see him back on the trail where he belongs. And now that he's the bionic man, he'll be even doing better. So
that's right.
But yeah, thanks for tuning in again this week. Don't forget about the Beaverhead contest. You're not going to want to miss that. It's a free chance to come to an awesome race. Yep. Register now anyway. If you win, you're just going to get a refund.
I know.
Plus, you're going to get all the stuff. So it is a win-win. So thanks for Beaverhead Endurance Runs, David Tarkelson and family and crew and company for letting us do that again. We sure appreciate it. It's going to fill people, so don't wait. It's the worst thing you could do.
Yeah.
Is waiting on it. Don't wait.
Register, then enter the contest.
Yep, and then start training.
Yeah.
Yep. So thanks for listening to episode Singletrack 61. We got a great show coming for you next week that you're going to totally enjoy, that we were excited to bring to you. And then we've got more coming. So, again, Eric and Joel, Studio 78, 22nd Street Trailhead, Singletrack Session number 61, and we are out.